last Sims 4 video, I created a village inspired by all the different Minecraft biomes. We've got the plains, the swamp, the Badlands, our cave/mountain house, cherry grove, the warm ocean biome, and mushroom fields. And today we're going to be furnishing all of those in a way that represents their own biomes. The added challenge is that I'm going to attempt to do it in a Minecraft style, which means all of our interior design is going to be done with like blocky square or rectangle pieces. And a lot of the time we're going to be making our own furniture too. So it's going to be interesting. And if you're not completely familiar with Minecraft, don't worry. Yes, there's going to be a lot of Minecraft related things going on, but the themes tend to be pretty generic. You'll see what I mean. And by the way, since I am an EA partner in the EA Creator Network, you can support my channel by using my code sydneymacoretta at checkout on the EA app or on thesims.com, and I'll earn a small commission on your purchase. Oh, by the way, I added cows. I was gonna try and add them. I saw a lot of people say to add them over in the mushroom fields area, but they're just so big. I was having a hard time finding a place for them. So we're just gonna keep all of the farm animals all together. And speaking of which, I completely forgot about horses in Minecraft, probably because I never try and find one. I'm always just running on my own two legs. But I was thinking, since we have these big archways on the bottom floor here, we could add our horses in this room. I wanted to use basic materials in this one, so I'm using like stone, wood, and grass maybe. Similar to the last video, I want to try and keep to using materials that you would find in these biomes. So I can add wood wallpaper on these walls. And let's cover the horse stuff first. So obviously we've got the Sims 4 horse ranch. We have to get our horse a bed. They are going to need a trough, and we need an animal feeder. So I'm going to add that on the other side over here. Then we can decorate with lots of hay in this one. I'm going to stack them on top of each other. I also am not opposed to bringing the hedges on the interior of these. I feel like in Minecraft, I'm always just like decorating with hedges if I need a little greenery going on. I'm going to use these trellises from Get Together in the corner. And then coming back to the star of the last video, this display from Businesses and Hobbies, I'm going to put these together so they sort of look like stairs. Like, okay, maybe we bring these out and then I'll raise these ones up a tiny bit. And then on here, maybe we can add storage. I could even add flower decor. We can add these little hedges in the corners. So now we've got some blocky looking shelving going on. This is what I mean about creating our own objects. Like, it's going to be a lot of putting things together and hoping for the best, basically. And then I was looking through for lighting. We have a couple lamp options. Oh, also, if you want this to be a business, it could be, because everything I place on here is just going to be for sale. It will not affect anything on a regular residential lot, but it is just kind of funny. I think I like these ones a little better from Snowy Escape, and I think I want to put them all around. Like, I'm going to put some of them on the floor. Maybe we can raise one up so it's on the windowsill. That's going to look really pretty. It's just going to be a very unconventional way of building today. I found this planter. It's kind of blocky looking from Eco Lifestyle. What else? We could get a barrel in this corner. I think we could also get away with some vine curtains from the Blooming Rooms kit. I feel like we need something over on this wall, so I'm just going to add some shelving. And there's a base game plant. Oh, this one. Back before we had so many different plants in The Sims, like when we had limited packs, this plant was my best friend. Now I hate using it just because I used it so often before, but it reminds me of some of the blocky looking little flower pots in Minecraft. Oh, it might look pretty to use flower boxes on the interior. So I'm gonna add one of those right by my horse's bed. And we do need to leave room for our horse to move around in here. So this is gonna be our bottom floor of the plains, like farming inspired home. I really like this. I think I'll try and keep to the little sub-genres or like secondary themes like farming, mining, cartography, whatever for like the other houses. But so far, I like this one. Let's go upstairs. This floor is a little bit smaller, and I need to make sure that I add my bathroom and everything else I need for an actual house in The Sims 4. So bathroom is just gonna have to go here. We'll use some wood flooring this time. I'll keep with one brick wall maybe, or we could also add it on this side. And then I'm going in with this warmer shade of wood. I also really liked how all of these wooden accents looked. So these are just columns from Horse Ranch that I'm adding in. And I think again, let's do the interior daisy boxes. They're so adorable. The only thing is I don't want them to get in the way of my Sims, but we'll see if I can keep them on all 3 windows. And next, let's add a bed. Beds in Minecraft, for some reason, are just funny to me. Probably because a lot of the time in Minecraft, you're just sprinting to it for safety, like trying to just like end your day. A lot like real life, actually. But Minecraft beds are really basic looking. Like they kind of just look like this, or even this, like base game one. And also in Minecraft, you can only have a single bed. You can push them together. Like we could go like this and somehow try and get a double bed, but for the most part, you are just single bed in it. There's no way to have a double bed other than pushing them together, which makes me think that this could be a retreat of some kind, or like a camp maybe, somewhere that we won't necessarily have couples living here, just a bunch of friends. There's a lot of carpets in Minecraft, so whenever I need to do a rug situation, I'm gonna be doing something like this with checkers, or even just straight up colored carpet like that. Oh, this could be a cute blocky decoration. This looks like all those flower pots that I was talking about, just like hanging from Tiny Living. And then I'm gonna add a couple more hedges. See, like would I use hedges as my end table in a regular build? Probably not, but in Minecraft, anything goes. Okay, let's flip around from this side. We need to include a kitchen. See, I'm concerned about this. Maybe if I move it over, or we pick a smaller one like that, I'll use these counters all the way along. I need like the blockiest looking oven I can find. And one of these houses is just getting a room full of ovens. The ovens or furnaces, I guess, in Minecraft are really convenient because you can use them to smelt different items. Essentially, you're using it to create different things. So I would personally have like an entire basement full of them. There's actually a lot more room in here than I thought. I could add a dining table. This one is pretty blocky looking. Let's try this. This table is from For Rent. The chairs I'm kind of having a hard time with because in Minecraft, I would just put like stairs together and that's it. I mean, we could use platforms, or I just try and add 2 boxy, blocky looking chairs together. Can't you make candles in Minecraft? Oh my gosh, yes you can, and they're so blocky looking. They look just like this one from Eco Lifestyle. These are hidden in debug. You can actually make your own candles. Ooh, that would have been a good skill for in here. Maybe if we get rid of this window box, we can do the candle making in this room, where we squeeze it into this corner and then move this over in the corner like that. That's not bad. Yeah, that actually works over there. I also love hanging vines down in my Minecraft houses, so I'm gonna add some of these from Cottage Living. I think I'll add them along this wall too. I'm also just adding this trellis in this corner from high school years. I guess we also need a dresser for our Sims, so maybe that can go in the bathroom. We'll use some like square tile in here. The bathrooms are gonna be a little pointless, but like I guess our Sims still need them, so not really pointless. It's just in Minecraft you obviously don't need a bathroom, but we'll keep with the blocky stuff. We got the blocky shower, dresser. On this wall, I guess we could do a matching sink to the shower and just a random toilet. We'll do this blocky looking mirror. I hate this one from base game, but we gotta do it. What else? Oh, this is kind of fun. We're using like weird items today. What else? Do we do window boxes as shelving? I swear in my earlier channel days, I would decorate with things like this, like in a serious manner. Okay, so this is our bathroom. I don't know if all of them in the houses will be this big because again, they're like a little pointless, but that's what we got. And then in this room, all I need is something for this wall. It's looking a little bit empty and I don't know what to do about art. I completely forgot there were paintings in Minecraft. Some of them are so funny too. Oh wait, this random website, BIOME, posted all of the Minecraft paintings and their names. So I'm pretty sure these are just vanilla Minecraft paintings. It's really hard to tell what they are. They're super pixelated, obviously. I feel like we do have pictures like this somewhere. Is it Get Famous? Okay, yeah, this is perfect. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find much more options for art, but that is everything we needed and more. Okay, I like it in here. It's cute, way cuter than I expected it to be. We even have a skill item, 2 beds, a horse. What else do you need? Okay, let's move on from here. We're gonna go do the next house, and this one is the biggest house we have. So I'm thinking we could do multiple bedrooms in here, maybe 2 on each side. Like we can have one here like this, and then we can do another one right here. Just move this window over a tiny bit. And then obviously for the Badlands, this is a desert home. So our materials are gonna be sand. There's terracotta here, glass even. You can make glass with sand. And I was thinking for in here, we could try and focus on cartography. Although I don't know how we're gonna make a cartography table. Like it basically just looks like a block, shocker, with a map on top, but like, I don't know how we're gonna get a map on top. There are blueprints. We could add those. There's this base game map. I could add that on this side. If I had the tool mod, I could flip this and put it on top, but I don't. So we're just gonna have to attach that like that. And then what about jungle adventure? As a real skill in here, the archaeology table could be really fun. This is an item I never use. I kind of forgot about it, honestly. Maybe I can make my cartography table a little smaller. So let's do two. We'll put two in the corner. The archaeology table can go right there. What a cool skill in The Sims 4. Jungle adventure is an underrated pack. I have said it before and I will say it again. I'm also having to delete all of my walls so I can get this stupid map to apply on there. It's fine. I kept wanting to attach onto the wall, but I want it to go onto my cartography table, thank you. I added these wall things on the outside, so I just put them out here as well. I might actually bring this up on a platform too. You can play with different levels pretty easily in Minecraft, so may as well do it in The Sims. It's gonna make our build look a lot more unique. We can add a platform trim like that. Maybe we'll change this up to like a blockier looking tile. Ooh, actually the Desert Lux kit has these chairs. These are just love seats. I'm gonna add a couple of these. We'll have like a seating area. And then I was also using these end tables that also come from Desert Lux. We could add these in here. Oh, there are like a lot of blocky looking things from this pack. This table is really funky too. It has like different wooden materials. That kind of looks sandy, like the Badlands. I'll just turn it to the side so it's even more blocky looking. Wait, I love these. I'm gonna make just like a little, I don't know, funky bookshelf over on this side. We also have these lamps we could use. These are from Island Living. They have a little flower in them. They're super cute. I guess I will add an actual bookshelf onto this. We still needed windows on this side, so I just added those. And then what if we add on some windowsills? Oh, we can add a cactus. You can add cactus planters in your game. These are so cute. I always forget about them too. They're from base game. We can add two of them. I'm gonna bring my lanterns with me as well. And there are bookshelves in Minecraft. We could get away with adding one here as long as it's blocky looking enough. We could also add some of these tools. These are from the Crystal Creations kit, I think. Those are gonna come in handy for sure when we do the mining house. Okay, so that's our living room slash study. We've got the cartography table, archaeology going on. We've got some books we can read. Let's go over and do the kitchen. Also, it's really bugging me how these don't go all the way to the top. Literally just because of the trim on the outside. This drives me crazy in The Sims. I think I may also change things up a little with some accent walls. This wallpaper, by the way, is from Journey to Batuu. So along this wall, we can make a kitchen. We actually have a decent amount of space. We can make a bigger one, like wrapping it all the way around this way. Oh, we could add this fridge. This is from Snowy Escape. Snowy Escape also has a pretty blocky looking oven, so maybe this time we'll add two. I think I might use some mismatching cabinets. These ones I'm adding in are from base game. We could add this lighting in here from Snowy Escape. It has the little block lanterns. The trash can, we can use the barrel. I just realized I forgot to give one to the farming house. I guess I can just put that by the door. I'm also trying to avoid over cluttering. I feel like that's really difficult to do in Minecraft, and cluttering it too much might take away from the look that I'm going for, but we can add a couple things here and there. I'm adding in these spices. These are from the Cool Kitchen Stuff Pack. I'm adding a table right in the center. And you know what? Let's also raise up this kitchen. I'm gonna separate it. We'll click once, and then I'm also gonna have to raise up my bathroom over here, and then we'll delete that wall, and then we're gonna have a bit of a platform going on. Why did it not work? Oh no, it raised everything. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm scared. Platforms are scary. Oh, I think it's because of the stairs. It didn't close off the room. Okay, now we raise this up and the bathroom and delete the wall. Nice, we did it. And it just adds a tiny bit extra to the room. I'm gonna reuse this block in my hallway. I've added a plant. Oh, this fountain could be good somewhere. And actually, since in Minecraft you can use sand to make glass, maybe we should include a bunch of mirrors in this one. Like I'll do a mirror wall right here. I love the look of these, but it's messing everything up. But now we have a mirror wall in the hallway. I like the look of that. I guess on this wall I can add these. These are from the refined living room kit. They're not exactly pixelated, but they do look good with this theme. Oh, here we could add these window boxes from Spot A. And here we have the bottom floor of our Badlands house. This one is more like sandy desert inspired than the Badlands because we definitely need more terracotta coming in here. So I'm gonna do the bathroom and the bedrooms in like the terracotta colors. But for now, we've got a skill item over there for our Sims, something to do. Then coming in here, we have the kitchen. I'm really liking the color scheme in this one. Just all of these soft desert inspired neutrals. Okay, let's do the bathroom next. I'm gonna use this flooring also from Jungle Adventure. This is another really pretty underrated flooring that I always forget about. Some of the colors are just super nice, like these blue. This one's really pretty too. And then for this one, I was thinking about using this really blocky looking bathtub from Snowy Escape. Then for for my sink, I'm gonna use this one from Tiny Living. I guess we could use a Tiny Living toilet. We'll get another different blocky mirror. I can't with that other one. I'm gonna try this. This one's from Cats and Dogs. I wonder if we can squeeze everything over and get this back there. This is from Businesses and Hobbies. I feel like it could look really pretty behind the bathtub if we can just move literally everything around to accommodate. That is gonna be so squishy unless I push the bathtub all the way like this. I wonder if that would be functional still. Let me see it. Teleporting my sim. Let me take a bath. Oh, he's going in with the purse. Wait, is that the cinema roll purse? It is. Oh my gosh, slay. I love having custom content in The Sims. He's just splashing around with his cinema roll purse. I'm dead. Thank you very much. This is the best tester I could possibly ask for. Okay, anyway, there's our bathroom. Now let's go upstairs. And now I want to play with some of the terracotta colors. So we'll do like a yellow bedroom and we can do this salmony orangey color. I need more basic looking beds, like no patterns on the bed sheets, but this one would match so well. Maybe we could use this one and just squeeze this back. Like the Minecraft beds don't even have headboards. Okay, that's how basic we're talking. I'm gonna add a few beds in here. We can try and do like 2 beds in each room. I'm just laying these ones out like that, and behind there, they're not going through the wall, so we're good. I want to find an even blockier looking bookshelf, and I feel like we could try and use these from the Book Nook kit, and you can stack these on top of each other in Minecraft too, so this could be a good look. We could even bring these over the bed and make a funky looking shape like this, and then we bring back in these wooden end tables and put them together. I got my lamp. One thing I also have not been adding is crystals. I'm gonna save those for the mining house mostly, but we would definitely have a few of these around, especially diamonds if we're lucky. I'm also adding a gemologist field kit on top of this end table, and we need to be adding more chests for our inventory, so I'm gonna stack these up. We'll make like a wall full of these, and this can just be a shared inventory, maybe between everyone in this house. Literally just a wall here of treasure chests. Perfect. And then you also obviously have to have your own stash, but I guess we could actually add these ones. This is a functional dresser, so that makes sense to be in the bedroom. I'm gonna add another mirror in this corner. This sim can have their own trunk right here. We can add some of these as decor from Snowy Escape, and then we can give this sim this dresser right here. We have this cactus plant we can decorate with. This is like the only time I'm wishing plants and objects as a whole were more bulky. Literally, who asks for that in this game? Nobody. I'm like, you know what I really need right now? More pixelated art in The Sims 4. Okay, so here is our first bedroom. Got 2 beds in here. We're storing away all of our secret things that we don't want the other bedroom to get. I'm definitely getting retreat vibes from this house so far. Maybe I'll end up putting this in one of the vacation worlds or something, but there we go. This is bedroom number 1. And then for this one is smaller, but we could do bookshelves up top. I can add a shelf underneath just for an added little something. Oh wait, Snowy Escape also has these wall lights. We can add those too. They kind of look like the little glow stones. Oh, we could add this plant above the door. It has all of those little square planters. I need all of those separated, please, right now. I'll do a dresser right here, and maybe they can have a smaller stash. Just like a little treasure chest on top of the dresser. Wait, look at this art. Okay, I'm gonna download this. I'll just leave it here for now. Oh, these are funny. Look at this pig one. There's some tree art too. Okay, we're obviously adding a massive pig picture in here for no reason. I wish we could actually add pigs. It's so funny looking. I love how it's lopsided. Okay, this is our second bedroom. This one's silly. That pig. The final thing I'm gonna add is armor. Obviously, you need to wear armor in Minecraft. We're not gonna get the beautiful diamond armor or anything, but we can have a couple out here. There's gold armor. We've got iron armor. I would love to make a proper room for these, but once we make a basement in one of these houses, we can do that. But for now, this is our desert Minecraft house. 2 bedrooms going on. We've got our bathroom, our kitchen. We are ready to move on from here and do the next one. And this is our cave/mountain house. This one's gonna be inspired by mining, and shout out to the person who told me about the minecarts that are in High School Years Debug. I totally forgot that Copperdale, the world that comes with High School Years, is like an old mining town. So hidden in Debug, they have these weird little mining objects. Like here's a pickaxe. We have our minecarts, which are just too perfect not to use. The wheelbarrow idea that we had was cute, but I forgot I added a treasure chest in this one. So okay, this one's gonna be mining inspired, but I'm thinking we make a portal in here. I told you guys in the last video, we still had to include the Nether. So let's make a portal that can lead to our basement, I guess, which is gonna be the Nether. Or maybe we can do a basement with levels, which doesn't really make sense with the portal, but it's fine. The portal's not gonna be functional. But we're gonna make our fake portal right in the center of this room. These are our makeshift obsidian blocks. I'm not gonna be doing the dimensions perfectly because I want to get the proper like rectangular shape of this. And if you don't play Minecraft and you're confused, basically you can use this to go to the Nether, which is like a different, more dangerous kind of parallel to the actual world of Minecraft. So the portals kind of look like this. And there are different monsters that spawn there. You can get different materials. It's also terrifying though because there is lava like everywhere. And obviously when you die in Minecraft, you lose all of your items. You have to go back and get them. It's a whole thing. And that can be infuriating sometimes. But okay, this is our fake portal exterior. And then for the inside, the Party Essentials kit has these items. The inside is purple. So I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna have to add it on both sides because it kind of like is blank on the opposite side. Then we can put this in front of it. And then I'm also gonna put this in front too. So maybe I can like stack these. I want to be able to see the inside a little. So I guess that's good. I'll put one on the back too. Oh, wait, that's so cool. There's our Nether portal in The Sims 4. But behind there, we need to put a ladder because obviously your Sims are gonna look at this like, what the heck is that? But this can be where we build our basement. So that's gonna be down below like that. And then if we just add a ladder, then it's hidden behind the portal. And there you go. We're also going to need another ladder leading up here. This is too small to add stairs on the inside. So we'll deal with that basement in a second. But for now, I wanted this to be mining inspired. And one of my favorite places to go mining is in the amethyst caves. I think they're so pretty. And when you walk on all of the purple blocks, they make a cute little noise. It's kind of like music when you step on them. So we're gonna use these luxury party blocks. I saw some of you guys suggesting these in the comments and it's such a good idea. I was going to use these more on the exterior, but I figured it would kind of get messy since I already picked one block. But now we can look up crystals and we can use these from Realm of Magic. I'm going to shrink these and then I can raise them up so they're going to be sort of coming out of the blocks. I wish the blocks were a little bit more purple. I don't think there's a better purple option. Or wait, what about that? Maybe that matches a bit better. Okay, anyway, I'm going to start raising these up. I want them to be sticking out, kind of like how the actual shards are in the caves. This is just going to be our decor, but then also we have the gemology skill in The Sims 4. We've got a whole stuff pack dedicated to crystals. So our skill item for this room can be this table. I think I'm just going to put it in front of the portal. For now, I guess it can just go there. I want to use more of the chains and the lanterns in this. So I've got the rain chains from Snowy Escape, and then I'm just going to raise up a lantern and attach it on the end. Oh, we should get those base game tools that are on the wall. Like these ones from base game. There's a shovel in there. Some of these are kind of random. I've never actually looked at this. Why is there a set of cutlery on here? I'm adding this light from Cats and Dogs. In the back, I'm going to stack more of these. I want to be careful though, because I don't want to block any of the entrances to the ladders. And then same thing, we'll raise these up, have some of them coming out of like the sides. I would love it if we had some actual torches. Like we've got these here. I'm going to add these from Life and Death, but especially when we do the basement, I would love to have the little wooden torches. Those are so iconic in Minecraft. Oh wait, these shelves are good. We could add these. I'm just adding more crystals inside. And then what about coal? What about like gold and iron and all those other things? Copper. Oh, there's a little train set, a coal car. We're adding that. And then I'm also going to add some armor in here too. I'm going to add more of this in the basement, but if you're going into the caves or down into the mines, you're going to need some armor. You're going to need to be protected. Okay, I don't want to block too much. I'm also debating bringing my gemology table upstairs just so that from the outside of this house, you can just see the portal. Yeah, I'll do that, but we'll leave all of the random crystals and stuff. This is how it ended up looking on this side. We have some of our tools. I do still need to add one of those pickaxes and we need to do our basement, but let's go upstairs first and do the bedroom. I've brought my gemology table with me. I also changed the lighting in the other one to purple just to give it more of that like amethyst cave glow. We could stick this in the middle of two cubes so it looks like this. Oh, we could use this purple bed. Do we add two? Sure, why not? We'll have two beds in this one. And then for lighting, similar to the ones that we used outside, we have these. These are from Outdoor Retreat. They kind of just remind me of the mining lighting. So I might put these like above my bed. So they're just over top like that. And then also to represent the more lush caves, we are still aiming for that too. This was like the messy combination house. This is like, I tried to mesh too many of them together, but I mean, so far it's working out. There are these white pedestals from Get Famous. We could use those to represent like the snowy blocks. We need a dresser. Now I'm running out of room. I wanted to add a minecart with pillows in it. How cute would that be? I guess guess I can just put it in this little corner. Instead of pillows, we could add our pickaxes in here like it's storage. Or I could raise these up so they're on top of the dresser. And then we can fit our pillow storage in here. This would actually be such a cute idea for like a kid's bedroom or something. You can put toys in there, like a little toy bin in the minecart. I'm gonna just add some Crystal Creations art on the walls. And here we have our mining inspired cave mountain room. Honestly, this one is inspired by the Amethyst caves. I can't lie. These Sims are the explorers. They're the ones out doing the dirty work, doing all the collecting. They're probably dying the most. And okay, let's go down and do our basement. Okay, so this may not make sense in a Minecraft sense, but this is going to be a diamond inspired room. We did not have a kitchen or a bathroom upstairs, so that's what we're gonna do down here. We're gonna do like a diamond cave. We've hit the jackpot. Our bathroom can be like right here. I'm thinking this is where we do the room with like a bunch of ovens. We'll wrap our counters around this way. We'll have a big fridge down here. I just extended this out a tiny bit so I have room for an island. We can use these chairs from Spa Day. I'll get my sink. I'll add my cabinets up top. I'm also gonna add some torches in here. I like the glow that they give off. Actually, what would these trunks look like as storage? You know what? If they were all black like this, it doesn't look too crazy. So I think I'll raise these up and use them along the top here too. This is such a vibe so far. Before I add anything else, I want to add a door. I'm gonna turn on my grid and then I'm gonna start building hallways. They're gonna be literally one tile straight down, and then underneath I'm gonna grab my basement tool again and draw another room right underneath it. We'll light this up so I can see what I'm doing, but then we're gonna grab some stairs, just some regular stone stairs, and we're gonna place them just going down each level. And then I'm gonna do the same thing again and add more stairs. The lowest basement level that you can get to in The Sims 4 is 4. You can only make 4 levels down. Obviously that's nowhere near where our diamonds are, but I'm working ourselves towards the Nether. I'm gonna put the Nether like at the bottom of this. Again, doesn't make sense. You get there through the portal like I said, but this is just such a Minecraft thing to do. Like you're just digging down with your stairs. I'm gonna use these as my torches, I guess. I also only put them on the left side when I'm going into the caves so that I can follow them on the right side to get back. It doesn't help. I still get lost all the time. But then we can do a little archway at the end, and then I'll open this into a big room, and this can be our Nether. Finally, I'm gonna do 2 levels of this. That's why I didn't want to go all the way down. And then we can punch out the middle one. Let me light this up really quick. Yeah, so it's gonna be like that. You're gonna sort of enter into the Nether on that top floor. I'm gonna set this entire room to red lighting or orange, maybe a bit of both, like a gradient. Coming back to our Minecraft help page, just like the other biomes, the Nether is separated into subcategories. My favorite, I love the warped forest. I think it's so pretty, but the Nether wastes and the crimson forest I find are like the most general look. So we are gonna use this rock. This is lava rocks from Island Living. There's a matching one too for wallpaper, so that's what we're gonna use. And then I'm thinking we place these all around. The boom cubes again from Luxury Party. Actually, wait, can I make a pool here? Or are we too low in the basement? Yeah, I can't do it on the bottom floor, but I should be able to do it here. We could do like a lava pool in like a weird shape right in this corner. So I just built a pool, and we have this pink paint for water. I'm thinking when I use this, it's gonna turn into like a red look. It barely changed at all from the lighting. Okay, let's also add the lava wallpaper and flooring in there. There's this trim we can add from Lovestruck. I wanted to add some makeshift stairs leading up from our archway. Your Sims are gonna come and stare at this room thinking like, what the heck is that? But there we go, we have our stairs leading down. I'm going to fill this entire area back here with these blocks. Wait, I'm wondering if these look better. The Desert Lux ones. Ugh, they do. Okay, I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna go level by level, so I'll just like make a general layout here. I've actually just changed the flooring and the wallpaper in the pool to this Spa Day one, which glows, so it's looking so much more like lava. Okay, I've placed all my blocks. This is honestly hurting my eyes a little bit to look at, but I wanted to make a lava waterfall, so I'm gonna go back to the party's essentials kit, and we're gonna grab these again. I'm gonna stick them over here. I've kind of like carved out a spot in the pool where I can make this, and I was kind of hoping I could put these together and it would work. I mean, it kind of works, right? Like you get the point. And then to finish it off, I'm just gonna add some trees. I've also just gone in and added a couple of the boom cubes again. These are gonna be our glowstones. You can find those mixed into the Nether, so this is going to be our Crimson Forest Nether room. It would definitely be a lot scarier if we actually had the monsters in here. We don't have pigs in The Sims 4, but we do have this statue I guess we could add. Some of the monsters in the Nether are called piglins, so I'll add a couple of them. And there we go. I cannot look at this anymore. My eyes are killing me, but this is our Nether. I also just just finished off our diamond basement. I added more armor down here, more tools. There's some bookshelves and of course all of the crystals. All right, let's move on from this one. This was a big one again. We are moving on from this house over to the Cherry Grove house. This was my favorite exterior that we did, so I'm excited to go inside. I already added an object in here that I thought would be cute. And going forward, these houses are a lot smaller, so we're gonna have to be choosy for what we put in here. I'm gonna start off with the bedroom. I'm gonna lower this down on a platform. I'll use a carpet there, but we can use a different wood here. We're gonna do smaller bathrooms for this one. And I was using the lighter wood on the exterior because we also had the birch trees around, but I'm gonna change this so it's gonna be a darker wood. And then we can try this pink paneling from Horse Ranch. I don't think I'll use it on every wall. I think I'll just change it up and put it on accent walls like I've been doing. Like we can put it here. And I wonder how it would look if we used a different wood as an alternative option. Like this is the wood that we used on the outside. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna add in my lanterns. Oh, you know what we haven't added yet is an enchantment table. So you actually have to make your enchantment tables in a specific way in Minecraft. They have to be surrounded by a certain number of bookshelves. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it's the more bookshelves, the more powerful your enchantment table will be. So I'm gonna add a few of them, obviously. And then we can also stack them up the wall like this. And since we're going off of the pink, like Cherry Grove trees, we need to use some pink branches. I'm gonna use this from the Blooming Rooms kit. I wish I had a pink hedge because you can use the pink leaves from the trees to decorate. I'll find one when I'm done making this enchantment table, but for now I'm gonna grab this book. This is from Vampires. I'm gonna use this swatch, and then we can maybe use some of the blocks and put them around like this. I think there are diamonds around this too, so I'm gonna add some diamonds surrounding it. And so there we have our enchantment table. Since I am building this for our Sims, this may as well be our living room, so I'm just gonna add some chairs in there. I'm obsessed with this. No, there is a pink swatch on this hedge, and I thought for sure it would be pink. There's no extra swatches on these, but that's okay. Backyard stuff has round hedges, but like that's not the look. It's okay, we still have the pink vines. We'll do a pink bed. I'll do an end table right here. We can bring back the lanterns we used before with the flowers in them. Another thing we could add is you can have cauldrons in Minecraft. So since we have the enchanting table in this one, we could tie it together with a cauldron. I'm actually just making a wall here with an archway so that I can put my cauldron more into this corner. We can decorate back here with a trellis. We'll add our trunk wall, and then we can add a chair right here. I'm trying not to like turn anything on a diagonal either. I'll get an end table right there with another one of those lanterns, and I'm also just like placing them around again. So that is our cauldron corner. And then we just need a kitchen and a dining table. Let's use these counters from Horse Ranch. I'll use this fridge from Cottage Living. We have our oven and our sink. We'll again add in some base game cabinets. Maybe we add some checkered carpets right here. We'll add our dining table. And then for this one, we only have one sim, so we don't really need too many chairs, although we can fit them, so may as well. I'm gonna add the pink bonsai tree from Snowy Escape, and this is our Cherry Grove house. Between this one and the amethyst room, I don't know which one is my favorite now, but I am so happy with this enchantment area. I love the pink and the dark brown in this one, the cauldron. We are able to cover so much ground in this build. I'm sure there's gonna be things that we're forgetting, but for the most part, I feel like we're covering it all. We also have a bathroom in here. It's just a 3-tile, simple shower, sink, toilet, but we are done with the Cherry Grove biome. Let's move on. The next one we have to do is the ocean biome. So for this one, I'm gonna try and do blue carpet. We need a ladder. I'll just put that over in the corner. And for this one, we're gonna be going based off of like sand again. We can maybe play around with some coral, but what I wanted to do, we'll see if it looks stupid or not, but I wanted to add some of the glass flooring from Island Living. One of my favorite Minecraft builds I ever made was like an underwater treasure room, and it was full of glass. So all you could see around it was like the fish swimming around. It was so cool. I mean, you can kind of see the coral down below there, so we'll keep that. We can have a kitchen coming around this way. Maybe we'll have our fridge there. I can replace the oven over here. I don't know what theme to base this one off of. I would do cartography because then you can try and find the treasure chests. Like sometimes in the ocean biomes, there are hidden treasures you can find in the sand blocks. So maybe we can add some of the ocean treasure. Do we have any sugar cane? I don't think I've ever seen any in The Sims 4, but the bamboo looks sort of similar. You can plant the sugar cane in Minecraft like near water, and that's where it grows. So I could add a couple of these here. Maybe we don't need the blocks there. We can just add a dining table next to it. This aquarium looks pretty bulky. We could put that in the corner here. We could add this frame with all the fishing lures in it. Oh, I also meant to add one of the debug fishing signs out here, so your Sims could actually fish in this ocean. I guess I'll just put that on this corner. And then for over in the bathroom, I again have a lot of space in here, here so I can use my sand as shelves. This could be really cute. We could put some towels on there, just like some base game ones like this. I'm loving the random use of all of these lanterns. I feel like they look so pretty just scattered around. Then I'll do toilet here, and we can do a double sink. We'll add a nice big mirror. I'm terrified of the ocean in Minecraft. I hate when the zombies come up to you with their little tridents, and those tridents hit so hard. I'm just trying to do like a little block pattern here with these cutting boards. Just something interesting going on there. And here we have the bottom floor of our ocean biome house. I honestly don't have anything too unique going on for this one. I mean, we have the sugar cane, we've got the aquarium, so I guess it's not that bad. But let's go upstairs and do the bedroom. I kind of stopped using these storage chests, so I think I'm gonna use some of them, maybe stacking them on top of these end tables. We need our beds. This time we can actually use the blue ones, just stacking these on the other side so it's symmetrical. We can use some of the snowy escape block lighting. I like those chairs that we had in the Cherry Grove house, so I'm gonna add a couple of those. What else? Oh, there's this guy. I still don't really know what these are. They come with a snowy escape. Is there anybody in there? Oh, okay, it's just a tiny little aquarium. You can get some fish. I honestly, for some reason, I thought it came with fish in it, but it doesn't. You have to buy them. So we just have a little fish in there. Cute. We could add some of the underwater island living pictures. Some of them have the pictures of coral. There's a little fish there. Ooh, since we're working with sand, we could use the mirrors again. This one is kind of simple, but I like it. We've got our beds in here, our little aquarium going on over there, some mirrors. So that is our ocean house all complete. And we have one more to go, which is going to be for mushroom fields. This one is the tiniest little house that we have, so it's definitely going to be a 3-tile bathroom. I'll just kind of put it over in the corner like this. And let's see, we can do some hardwood like that. I really want to play around with the checkers in here, I think, so maybe we could do like something like this, just a funky pattern. And then maybe we also do the red and white for the mushrooms. And then this biome itself is pretty gray, so maybe for the walls we can do a mixture of that wood with this from Jungle Adventure. This just like concrete. I think some dark wood would look good in here too. I think we'll just do one bed in this one, but we'll stick with the classic red bed. We can add some blocks behind it. Some bookshelves could work on this wall too. Maybe to represent the mushrooms, we can grab that hanging cow plant. Like this one, this is so cute from the Comfy Gamer kit. There also are some Minecraft themed things in The Sims 4. So maybe since it's the last house, we can add them in. Like we have this pixelated plumb bob. I think High School Years has a picture. Yeah, that is clearly a Minecraft poster right there. I'll add some curtains. We can do a tiny kitchen right here. I'll add my fridge, our oven, and our sink. We obviously need some actual mushroom seating, so these are functional chairs from Cottage Living. Ooh, this blocky fireplace could work from Horse Ranch. Oh wait, it kind of looks like a table, so I'm gonna add my chairs here, and that can be their table, so they can like eat on those chairs, hopefully. Ooh, we could add this hanging. This is from Love Struck. Maybe I'll put that over top of my counters. I swear there was also a toy somewhere, like one of these that was also inspired by Minecraft. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there is one of these somewhere. Maybe I'll just add this guy. What else do we have for mushrooms? We have this mushroom lamp. There's some mushroom seasoning. May as well just add that in. And there are also like actual mushrooms from Cottage Living. I'm gonna add the costume trunk over here. It kind of looks like one of the inventory trunks. That's from Lovestruck and you can change your outfit with it. And as a final thing, I'm adding this ceiling light with the wreath around it. That's from the holiday kit. Okay, so this is our mushroom fields inspired room. We've got our mushroom seating over there, our little mushroom makeshift table, one trunk. Maybe this person is just chilling. They're not doing a whole lot in Minecraft. Ooh, a cat. Wait, they need a cat. This is a perfect person to keep a cat. We can add one of the stump bowls right here. We can add a bed for them in the middle of this checker right by my bed. And then maybe in the back somewhere, we can just add a litter box. And we can add one of those branch things here too for the cat. I'm gonna also just add stumps randomly around here too, just for the random stray dogs that roam around, especially in like these areas. But there we go. This is our final mushroom fields. Hopefully we covered enough ground in this video to at least scratch the surface of all the stuff there is to do in Minecraft. But I feel like this was such a fun idea. I had to get really creative in like making different things work in this build. Like this nether basement, I mean, this is just crazy. But again, this took so long. So if you guys liked the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know any video ideas you want to see me do in the comment section down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.